Hi, my name's Glenn. I'm a photographer who's teaching himself how to do video. And these videos, these YouTube things that I'm putting up, are sharing and an excuse for me to learn. Hello. So this is episode 4 of Glenn's Adventures with Video. I don't know if that's what I should call it or not. I'm working with the wireless control of the camera. So I can see what's going on here. I see the framing is good. Maybe if I drop down a little bit. There, the framing might be a little bit better. The focus is, I thought I had it in single focus, but okay, so I can adjust shutter speed and f-stop and ISO, but not while it's recording. So if I press on these, I can't change it. No, I can't change anything. So I need to stop this, but it's interesting. So I can stop and start this. So by pressing this, I'm going to stop. And I've adjusted the aperture a little bit to give it more light. And I didn't do the clap to slate it. So I got to remember to do that. Now, looking at this, doesn't show me what's happening with the audio, which is a problem, I guess. But anyway, that's one of the things I wanted to check, is to get this working. So I do have a problem with focus. And what I think it is that if you see the iPad comes in the front and it focuses on the iPad, then I move it and it focuses on my face and then the iPad. The iPad is more to the center where I believe the focus point was. So what I need to do is make sure that my face is at the focus point, because later in the video it's not a problem. Just at the beginning it's hunting back and forth. So something else I learned. That's what this is all about. Now looking at this, the framing, I'm going to adjust it a little bit. Okay, so this is using my Fuji X-T2 as my camera, the Rhodes microphone on top for the audio. I just hear the dog running up the stairs. So this is Freckles. Freckles is not my dog, but she comes to visit all the time. So this is Freckles. Anyway, enough of that. What I'm going to show you today is a video I shot on Saturday. So Saturday was a special festival in the city, or in the village. It was the Three Kings Festival, or the Festival of the Kings, or something like that. It's to celebrate the wise man visiting the Jesus just after he was born. So that it starts off as a religious, and then it moves into basically a party. Now there's some drag queens involved in here somewhere, and I have no idea what that's all about. Things about this video that I like is that my panning has gotten better. It was all done with the Osmo Pocket. I used my cell phone for framing a lot, but I also used the extension stick, able to get it up. There are some problems with framing there sometimes. There's a lot of bad video that I'm not going to show you. What I do like though is I really like the opening sequence, the opening scene with the letters. Is that sometimes in photography and now in video, things just happen that look really amazing. It wasn't planned, it just happened. And that little girl walking across the screen with the letters, the timing was just perfect. Now I did track her as she came across, but I had no idea she was going to be there. With this video, one of the things I tried is working with music. Working with, in this case, stock music or royalty-free music. One of the problems I'm going to have here is every time I slate, Freckles comes to visit, because I've taught her to come when I slap my hands, usually because she's barking outside, and I want her to stop doing that. So that's going to be an issue when I'm doing videos, is I might have a dog coming to visit me all the time. Anyway, so as I was saying, is that I downloaded some royalty-free music to try on this video because I couldn't think how to do the opening otherwise. And it was interesting. Obviously, I need to get into doing more music with videos because that's so important. And then the question I have is, what am I going to do with these video skills I'm getting? I mean, I'm enjoying it. I like the idea of learning. It's been challenging. But what am I going to do with it? What is the reason for me to do this? I mean, I'm never going to be a movie director or a cinematographer. At my stage of life, trying to switch into that is beyond thinkable. But what I'm thinking is showcasing Ecuador, showcasing what Ecuador has, and just do travel style videoettes, not a full video, but just 4 or 5 minute things about the life around me, about what I see and do, and we'll see what happens. So that's, I think, is my goal. Anyway, here is the video.
De su realizada divina. El nombre de Melchor quiere decir de la luz. Él representaba a los pueblos del medio egipcio. Hace recorrido por corta vista el rey mago Melchor.
Gaspar, un hombre rubio, de tez blanca, descendiente de
Viene el ingreso del rey mago Baltasar. Baltasar, ¿qué significa?
los 3 reyes magos que llegaron de tierra.
Gaspar y Baltasar, con su regalo.
Hombres de de nuestro pueblo que durante 30 años nos han acompañado en esta noble tradición. Besitos. Nuestros camellos.
El aplauso de todo el público para nuestras bellas participantes.
Aplausos para nuestras candidatas que ya se vienen acercando. Shiva. Anís Mojica 2020. Han contratado el transporte exclusivo.
Cuídalo. Aquí hay. Dani dice carrito. Cuídalo. Otra vez.
Muy bien, mientras terminas no podemos soltar porque no hay aplausos.